Hello, good day everyone. We want to talk about woodwork machines. Yes, in today's topic we want to talk about the woodwork machines. Now these woodwork machines are also called portable power tools. So you don't want to call it portable power tools, you can also call it woodwork machines. Now what are woodwork machines? Now these are power tools used in woodwork to cut, plane, drill hole and shape items. Remember I told you these are power tools used in woodwork to cut, plane, drill hole and shape items. So this is what portable power tools are, which is also called woodwork machines. Now what are the examples of these power tools, or the examples of some common woodwork machines? Now some of the common woodwork machines are the bandsaw, surface planer, thicknesser, circular saw, and drill press. Examples of woodwork machines are bandsaw, surface planer, thicknesser, circular saw, and drill press. Now let's look at bandsaw. Now bandsaw is a machine used to cut curves or straight lines. Use it to cut curves or straight lines on wood. So that's what bandsaw is. So one thing good about the bandsaw is that it relieves the woodworker of the burden of slicing the wood or timber manually. It relieves the woodworker of sliding the wood manually. So that burden of slicing this timber or wood manually, that is the only thing the portable power tool does for us. So these woodwork machines, it means that the burden of trying to slide, when you start slicing this to get this perfect circle, you might make mistakes as a human, but once you use these machines, it will give you a perfect cyclic shape of this nature. So that's exactly what portable power tools are used for. Now to do this, we'll have to go to the workshop and see how we can get this shape. But before we move down to the workshop, we'll have to take the dimensions. Now what I mean by dimension, you have to use a digital caliper of this kind. Then measure the diameter of what you want to cut. Now when you measure the diameter, then you also take the internal diameter. So you can do that by taking the internal diameter by slotting this into this. Insert this inside this and then take the dimension. You can take that dimension from this place. So after taking the measurement, you now can go to the workshop. But what are we trying to design? It is not just ordinary cyclic object like this. This is for a purpose. And what do we use this? What do we want to design? I want to design a measuring device. What is a measuring device? A measuring device is made up of wood grooves into which C's fall from the bottomless upper. Now look, I want to design what we call the rice planter. This is a rice planter, a prototype of the rice planter. You can see once you cover this and then pour in rice from this is what's called a hopper. I just decided to design this prototype. Once you pour in rice or any grain through this point, it flows through this point and gets into this metric device. The metric device has a groove. You can see the grooves here where the rice or grain drops. And once the thing drops, as it continues to rotate, it will not drop at here and plant. So that's exactly the reason of constructing this metric device. So these are the principles of operation, how it works, how this works. So for you to do this perfectly, you need to cut out the measuring device in a perfect circle. you don't have a perfect circle, using the manual method, this thing might not rotate to give you what you want. So the only way out is to cut out this wood into perfect circle, and the only way you can get this is to go to use the portable power tool or the woodworking machine. So we're going to go into the workshop and see how this thing is being cut out. Using the plastic, this plastic is not suitable once it comes to grain. It's almost the same, it's the same size, but I'm not going to use this because it's plastic. I prefer using wood. That's exactly what you need in this machine that we call the rice planter. So this is a metering device. Look at the grooves where the seed drops, and as it rotates, it drops through this hopper. So this is a prototype of exactly what you want to do. So let's go to the workshop and see how to cut out this metering device. So before you get down there, you make sure you put up some safety devices. So you know what we mean by safety devices is that you are going to use some safety devices, like for example, some of the safety devices like the hand glove. You have to use the eye glasses, the goggles. You're also going to use not only that, you're going to use the apron and some of these things. So some of the safety devices or safety precautions you have to take before going to this workshop is: one, you must ensure that you wear the appropriate safety wears. What I mean by appropriate safety wears are the safety devices. What are safety devices? They are devices used to protect the delicate parts of the body. Delicate parts of the bodies are the eyes, the hands, the foot, and all the parts of your body that are very sensitive. So you need to protect them. So in order to protect them, you have to wear the appropriate safety wears. Example like the gloves, the protective glasses, noise protection, earmuffs, and apron. So these are some of the things you have to ensure. We call it the bandsaw safety precautions, some of the workshop behaviors. Now another one is that you have to stay at a safe distance. If something goes wrong, you won't risk being injured by flying woods. Of course you know that. So one shouldn't risk being injured by flying woods because of not putting on the protective glasses. So you need to wear protective glasses. You're going to see where I'm wearing mine working in the workshop. Also, not only that, we have to unplug the machines, because remember I told you there are two stages. One, we are going to cut out this in the cyclic form. Another one is to smoothen it, to make sure the thing is very, very smooth as this, so that this thing can rotate very well in the machine. So there are stages. So as you move on from one stage to another, you need to unplug the machines after use. So don't allow the machine to be on while you're working in the other one. No, it's not a good one. So another one is that you have to avoid improper fitting of the saw blade. The saw blade that is going to cut here, avoid it. Avoid improper fitting of the saw blade. So the last and not the least is that you have to inspect the blade condition. That is, make sure that the blades are securely fastened and not to damage any way. So do not allow the blade to be proper. Some people don't fix it very well. If you don't fix the blade very well, you might likely expose yourself to accidents. So that's it. And do not allow it to injure you, or maybe damage the object you're using. So when it's not properly fitted, you are going to be exposed to such accidents. So these are some of the safety precautions you have to ensure as you get down into the workshop. So see you there, right there in the workshop. As we get down there, please don't fail to touch your YouTube subscribe to have other access to other videos. Subscribe in order to access other videos in design and construction in technology. So try and subscribe so that you can have access to other videos on this design and construction in technology. See you there in the workshop.